Okay, today we are talking about subtracting linear expressions. So in the previous lessons we've learned how to add them together. Today we're focusing on subtracting them. So we want to start by taking our pen here and sectioning off our board the same way we've been doing. Alright, up here is negative. Up here is positive. Over here we have our x's, and over here we have our units. Alright, so let's start by thinking about the problem 8y minus 5 minus 3y plus 4. Alright, let's think about that. So we want to start with figuring out how we can visually represent these numbers. Alright, so let's do that by making some shapes. Alright, so for the 8y, all of our, or let's do 8x and 3x, our x's we want to represent with triangles. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And over here we have 1, 2, 3. Alright, now let's see how we can represent our units, the ones with no x term. Alright, we have 5 over here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. Over here we have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, we need to consider which ones might be negative and which ones might be positive. So if we look up at our number up here, we have a negative 5. And there's nothing going on before the 8x minus 5, so we know those numbers will be negative. So let's color in those 5 squares we drew. Alright, now let's look at our second term, our second linear expression. First term of the second linear expression, we have 3x, but we have this subtraction sign right before it. That means that this subtraction sign applies to the 3x term and to the 4 term, making both of those negative. So we have to shade in all of these shapes because all of them are negative. Now, going back up here, we need to move those shapes into our table. Alright, so we're going to take our pen again, and then we have to draw our positive 8 triangles. Those are our x units, and we know we have positive 8. So we're not going on the negative side, we're going on the positive side, and we're drawing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, now let's go back down. Finish with this linear expression. We have negative 5. Alright, if you're using physical manipulatives, you can't really draw these in, but we want to remember that those are going to be negative. Alright, so we're going to select our yellow tool here, and we're going to drag ourselves up. We're on the negative side, and we are using our squares now. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So both of those are coming from our first linear expression, the positive 8x minus 5. Now we're subtracting the 3 red triangles and the 4 gold squares. So we have to include those in the correct spots. Our triangles represent x values. So they have to go in this top part up here. And they are negative. So we're going to put them on the negative side. So I'm going to draw 3 negative triangles. All right, that's negative 3x. And then our very last thing, we have 4 negative gold. All right, so we put those again under our units and we draw 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to color those guys in. Now we need to think, how can we numerically, all right, with our numbers, how can we express these numbers? All right, so over here we have, that's negative 3. This is positive 8. And then down in the bottom left, we see, once we count up everything we have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we have negative 9. And that's an x, and that's an x. All right, we have nothing going on in the positive units part with this problem, so we don't need to worry about that. Now what we have to do is we have to see what overlap there is between our positive and our negative. All right, so we're going to start with which box has the smallest number of shapes. Over on the left side here, we see we have 3 red triangles. So I'm going to highlight 3 red triangles over here. I know that negative 3 plus positive 3 will equal 0. Those are additive inverses. So when they add to 0, that means that they eliminate, so I do not have to worry about them anymore. That means all I have left is these 5 positive. So I'm going to write 5x because that's positive 5x. Now, over looking at the units, those are all negative. So I'm going to have negative 9 over there. So our final answer is going to be, based on this information here, our final answer is 5x minus 9.